Welcome to Picture Book Drama, where it is everything in entertainment. I am your host, Sean, your video and comic guru, and we are continuing the countdown of the 31 days of October. In this countdown, we will highlight all my favorite Halloween movies, starting over myself. But what we're not going to start over is what happened in 1987. In 1987, we had a movie that came out by Kathryn Bigelow called Near Dark. And oh man, this movie was so great. This movie actually did something that no other film has yet to do. This movie was actually about nomadic vampires. And they didn't show any fangs. They had no fangs. But what's awesome with the screenplay, they were actually from the Civil War. These guys have been traveling around since the Civil War. What horror film has done that? On top of it, you had the stars Lance Hendrickson, who was the leader of the Nomads, and his partner in crime, Bill Paxton, who without Bill Paxton, Lance Hendrickson wouldn't have actually been in the movie. Because Bill Paxton actually called him up and said, "You got to read the script, man." And he read the script and he thought he was nuts. But then he read it again and he was like, "Yeah, only we can play that." And in that, they ended up getting Janet Goodstein. She actually starred in Aliens, which was with Bill Paxton and Lance Hendrickson. So everybody in this year were all, within like a 2-3 year time span, were all in the same film twice. This film actually starred Adrian Pastier, who you may know from Heroes, and he was actually on the USA show Burn Notice at the end, probably in the middle of it. He was the antagonist. But he was a young guy who fell in love with Jenny Wright, who I guess in the 80s was a star. I don't really remember her. But her and Adrian, they fell in love, and she bites him and he ends up having to go with them because, well, you can't have a vampire roaming around in a small town. That's basically the story. Is him transforming into a vampire, but it was just the story and the way the characters were done. I know I can't even begin to bring justice to how well each character was acted, but there's a very, very popular, and probably you guys have seen at least this, a bar scene with Bill Paxton. He goes ballistic. This picture of him right there is from that scene. And apparently during the filming of it, he used to go off and like screw drivers going around, and would go up to him and go, "Hey man, there was a car crash!" And they would all scream and go crazy, and then Lance Hendrickson would pull them away and they go back and film some other stuff. But this film was fantastic. But this film, for an 80s film, is almost a cult classic. Most people don't really know this film. It was like directed by, Kathryn Bigelow, who did some amazing film work. Please look her up. But you had such a great cast of Lance Hendrickson and Bill Paxton. These guys really played well off each other. And this film leads into other movies, and they're nowhere near to their caliber. But I mean, you got films like, The Forsaken. Not a great film, but it's a little bit almost an underground hit. This film actually led into, which is kind of a guilty pleasure for me, which is The Covenant. I don't know why. I saw this film in the theater because I was trying to date this girl, and I actually really liked the film. Completely impractical, but it had a charm to it. And this film actually had Taylor Kitsch in it. I think it's one of his first films. He would end up playing Gambit in Wolverine Origins. Yeah, that was a terrible movie, but he was also in John Mars. Okay, that was horrible. He was in Battleship. Alright, we're going to go right back to Near Dark. This movie was awesome. And you see where it spawned other movies from. It was great. But it's like a very simple, well-acted story. The biggest special effects for this film are in the bar scene. Other than that, it's a low-budget film. When they're out in the sunlight, they smoke. They don't do anything else. They may burst into flames if they're out there too long, but the special effects are to a minimum. It's really about the story of how the characters interact and how other people interact with them. So if you're not watching it carefully enough, you wouldn't even know this was actually a vampire film. I know it doesn't hit the criteria of a scary film, but for me, this Halloween film is amazing. I'm Sean, your video and comic guru. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up on Facebook, talk to me on Twitter. Let me know if you've seen this film. What did you think? What do you think about having 3 actors from Aliens in it? Hit me up on the comment below. Hit me up on that like. Subscribe to me, guys. I will talk to you later. Peace.